What's up, everybody? Crimson Shadow here, and I thought to start off the Halloween season, I would put out a video that's a little bit different than what my usual content is. In this video, I will be doing a makeup tutorial on how to look like the kid from Castle Rock. Now, just a disclaimer beforehand, I'm not a professional makeup artist in any way. I was given a lot of help via makeup tips and actually filming this video by my little sister Tina, so I thank her very much for her help. Do not expect the results to be perfect, but this is all for fun, and I really hope you enjoy this. So yeah, let's get started. So beforehand, I started off with some Almay concealer and foundation. The number is 001 Pale, and I tried my best to look as pale as possible because the kid has been in a cage for 27 years, so he hasn't seen the sun. And what I'm doing right now is I'm contouring my face so that I look as thin as I possibly can using the makeup because he is starved and pretty much emaciated, so that's the kind of look that I was going for. I used Wet n Wild's contour palette. It's one color is dark and one color is light, and I'm using the darker colors to really try to highlight my cheekbones. I had a picture of Bill Skarsgård for reference in my lab, so I was trying to really highlight the skull shape of my head.
Changing status quo, but not in letting go. Now the world is being torn apart. A terrible catastrophe played by a symphony. What a terrifying work of art. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all.
Next, I'm using the black from my Almay Everyday palette for brown eyes to make my eyes look very tired. I tried to look as tired as possible. I put the black under my eye and a little bit on the top, but not as much because I wanted it to look natural. To make it look like I had really bad dark circles because he always looks very tired, and Zaleski mentions in the show that he doesn't really sleep. So I tried to capture that in. It also kind of gives my face the sunken in eye look, as if like I'm very starved and emaciated, and the black also helps bring out the eyes to make them look a little bigger, which is a key feature because, as you know, that Bill Skarsgård has very big eyes. You're going to want to make sure that you make the bottom lid darker than the top and blend it in really nice. Next, this wasn't really necessary, but I'm adding in just a touch of black eyeliner to my bottom lid to just to bring out the eyes a little bit more, make them a little bigger. This part I would say is optional because the kid doesn't really wear eyeliner in his pictures, but I just wanted to make my eyes look a little bigger, and doing it on the bottom lid kind of blends in with the black dark circles. And I did smudge the eyeliner by accident, but I ended up using it in my favor by blending it in at the bottom. Next, I went back and darkened the contour a little bit. If you want to make your face look a little thinner, I thought it would help. I'm going in with some more of the contour palette, but also I took the brown from my eyeshadow palette from the Almay Everyday to add that in there and make it look just a little bit darker. Next, I'm using the brown from the Almay Everyday palette to contour my lips to make them look a little bit bigger and kind of match the shape of Bill Skarsgård's. Bill's lips are one of his most prominent features, so I tried to blend it in and make my lips look as big as I possibly could. I recommend using a very small brush. I got all my brushes from Primark. I'm using a small eyeshadow brush to get the dark brown under my lip. Then my sister recommended that I do a very much lighter color on the Cupid's bow, I believe it's called, upper part of the lip, to draw more attention to it and make it look bigger. Then I'm using a blending brush from the Primark set that I got to blend out the browns and make it look more natural, like a shadow almost. I'm just going back in and contouring again with the black part of the eyeshadow, which I used for my eyes, doing a very, very, very light tint of black onto the contour just to give it that darker, almost scarier looking expression. I also added a little bit more of the black under my eyes just to make them look more even and make it look a little bit more tired. Next, I'm contouring my nose with a mix of the black eyeshadow that I used and the brown. Bill's nose is very thin and almost pointed a little bit, so I did my best to make my nose look a little thinner with the contour, and I gave it a little bit of a point by drawing very light lines on the sides of my nose and then shading them in with the light brown color to give it that look that it is just a natural shadow on the small nose. Next, I'm using the light part of the contour makeup palette from Wet n Wild to highlight the tip of my nose to make it look almost a little bit pointy and less rounded like my nose is normally. Here I'm just adding some more brown on the thinness of my nose. And make sure to shade in the contour very good so that it doesn't just look like you have dirt on your nose. It has to look like a shadow. But I guess in this case, looking like you have dirt on your face would work too, because the kid was found underground and he's dirty. I also used that same color for my upper lip as well, just to mix in with the lighter eyeshadow color that I used in earlier, to give it almost a little bit of a shine.
Oh, baby, baby, I did it again to your heart.
Alright, so this is the finished look. I think it came out pretty well. For the outfit, I wore a white plain t-shirt underneath, and I borrowed a gray sweatshirt from my little brother and just turned it inside out to make it look more like his outfit when he's released from Shawshank. So this was really fun to do, and it was really weird. To add some more to your look, I didn't have a wig, but you could get a really short brown wig if you want to fix the hair, and contacts would be great, because I know the kid has one blue eye and one goldish brown eye, but I didn't have those, so if you want to add those to your look, you could make it look a little bit more professional. But otherwise, I think the look came out really nice. And if you want to use this for your Halloween costume, you can, or if you're just looking to dress up for a convention, I think it'll work out pretty well for you. So thanks very much, and I hope you enjoyed the video.